8番大仏お許しをね。
Someday I'll have a better computer. It's a great way to try and change scenes.
Back to the shadow. Back to the shadow.
You certainly know how much about it. She said, sure.
America is in grave danger.
There we go. So that took a little bit of doing. Hey everybody! Once again, when Michael here, Shaggy Turtle Studios, Channel 14, WNBI TV, where we're high on that good old retro junk. Okay, so we're back again with more of NINJULYDEN, as we're calling it, thanks to both my friend Wirebrain making a suggestion for the initial NINJULY, and then a new member of chat who showed up last time, Beta X Complainer, I think it was, and they suggested calling it NINJULYDEN. So that's what we're going with going forward. And we're here today with one of the weirder entries in the series, often forgotten. It's the Game Boy entry from 1991 called Ninja Gaiden Shadow. USA, 1980. Okay, that went too fast for me to read. An evil messenger suddenly appears. My power is the fear of mankind. With destruction and terrible death. Waiting, go on. There's despair in the skyscraper. Ooh, in the skyscraper. We're not even battling to save the world this time. We're just battling to save a single skyscraper. The fight against the evil dictator. Oh, who could that be? A man appears from the darkness. His name is Ryu Hayabusa. What's wrong with your face? Yakio has not yet been awakened. So this takes place before the first game. That's what you get right there. An evil messenger appears. We've updated our privacy policy. Read details here. Oh, ain't that true? Okay, so this one's a little interesting. This was not originally supposed to be a Ninja Gaiden game. This was actually... Oh, it's been around 3 years since the last battle? I don't know what the last battle should have been. Although that might be... We might be able to explain some of the weird stories. I'm actually going to move my hair strand back here because the fan's blowing it in my face. I like that hair strand. I think it looks cool, but sometimes it gets in the way. Anyway, this was not supposed to be a Ninja Gaiden game. As a matter of fact, this wasn't even developed by Tecmo. This was developed by a company known as Natsume, who I think a lot of people will mistake for being the company that makes Harvest Moon. Natsume doesn't make Harvest Moon. And that's a different group. I can't remember their name right now. Natsume just publishes. Natsume, on the other hand, did make several classic action video games, especially on the NES and the SNES. Games some of you in chat may have played. Oh, food's ready. Maybe I should grab some before we actually start playing. sorry for that delay if that does happen, but I'll just do a little more about this. So, some games you might be familiar with that Natsume has made over the years is stuff like Shatterhand on NES. On the SNES, they actually made all of the Power Ranger games on there, so Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers the Movie, Power Rangers Fighting Edition, and even Zeo Battle Racers were all done by Natsume. Natsume also made the absolutely awesome SNES version of Ninja Warriors, that really cool beat 'em up. I hope some of you in chat are familiar with Ninja Warriors, because that game is sick. They also made the Pocky and Rocky games, which rule. I love those. What else was it made? I'm trying to think right now. Wild Guns, not Wild... Yeah, Wild Guns. I always confuse Wild Guns and Wild Arms. Wild Arms is the RPG series. Wild Guns is the SNES, what would you even call that? Like, the gallery shooter, right? That game is also awesome. So yeah, as you can hear here, Natsume makes awesome shit. And, that is no different with this, because this was actually meant to be a Game Boy adaptation / sequel to their NES game, Shadow of the Ninja, which is a really awesome, platformer that, it's kind of like Ninja Gaiden. It's another ninja platformer, but it's 2-player co-op. And it's really cool, it's really fun. It actually just got a remake, and before you say, oh no, a remake, this remake was done by, Tengo Project. Tengo Project is awesome. They have absolutely crushed every single remake / sequel they've made. They did Pocky and Rocky Reshrined, which was awesome. They made Ninja Warriors once again, also known by its way cooler Japanese title, Ninja Saviors. Something else they did, that's all. The Wild Guns remake they did. Their Wild Guns remake was awesome too. I own that as well. Wild Guns Rearmed, I think it's called. And yeah, that rules. And they just released a brand new well, not just released. It's from last year now, but it's their newest release. Last I checked. It's called what is it? They call the remake like Kage Shadow of the Ninja. They yeah. This is not a company to worry about. When you hear that Tengo Project is remaking something, that is no cause for concern. That is a cause to celebrate, because you're about to get an excellent game that feels brand new while still paying homage to the originals. I need to stream the Ninja Warriors remake on here at some point. It's really good. That one's super fun. It even has a 2-player mode, which the original Super Nintendo version doesn't, and it includes 2 extra characters. Like, you get a lot of bang for your buck with that Ninja Warriors remake. And while I'm not sure exactly what all's in the Legend of the Ninja remake, not Legend of the Ninja, Shadow of the Ninja remake, because I haven't gotten to play it myself, I would assume they're going to have a very similar level of, like quality to them. Here we go. Here we go. This is the Kage trailer. You have it? Oh, that's way louder than it needs to be. I'm just gonna turn it down. Just gonna let that play up there for a second. Yeah. That looks excellent. I'm looking forward to playing that. I really, really want to. Although I don't think I'll be buying that before I buy Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I am buying Ragebound. I am picking up the, I am picking up the physical version, the regular standard edition, $40. And, that'll get here in September, and we'll play the shit out of that game, dude. The main thing, it's the same devs doing the rework. I know, that's the incredible part. It's the same guys. And there's more games they could do a remake of. Dude, guys, I know they can't remake the original Japanese version of Shatterhand, because that was a licensed product based off of Soul Brain, I think, a tokusatsu show, kind of like Power Rangers. They can't remake the Japanese version, but they can sure as hell do a remake of Shatterhand, because that's their own original IP, and that would be so cool. Shatterhand would totally be worth another shot in this style. Oh man, Shatterhand's cool. Also, since I'm going over stuff Natsume made, in addition to the Power Rangers games they did on Super Nintendo, they also did an NES game based off of the Super Sentai series Jetman, which is also really cool. We might play more Natsume stuff today, depending on how quick this game takes. Now there is dinner waiting out there, and I might go get some, but I figure I kept you guys waiting for nearly an hour and a half at this point. Why don't we actually jump into the game so you guys can see this Game Boy Ninja Gaiden? Because I'm assuming people in here might not have seen this version before. It's gonna look a little bit like what you expected, and yet maybe a little different. So why don't we jump right in? This is Ninja Gaiden Shadow. And just look at this first impression you get right here. This immediately looks fantastic. Like, look at that background. Listen to the music, too. See the explosion from that's great. And yet, just playing this, I think you can very clearly tell this doesn't quite feel like Ninja Gaiden. This feels a little off. But if you've played any of Natsume's NES output, yeah, their NES work, this is going to feel very obviously like a Natsume game. Ryu here, this takes place before the NES games, like it says in the intro, so I think we can pretty safely assume that this version of Ryu is a little more inexperienced compared to his NES counterpart. And move. Move. Move, butthead. Who's gonna do this? Okay. Oh. Fire jet. You're getting old school Konami vibes? Talking about it a while back, but you got the Uppers to run, and that game is Yankee Bocker stuff. I would love to play Uppers. That game looks awesome. Old school Konami vibes? A little bit. I can see that, but this is very much Natsume. This feels Natsume to me. So Ryu here has a few different things he can do. First of all, the Nimpo, which I believe is still done by pushing up. Yeah, you get one fire Nimpo. That's kind of a screen clear attack, which is useful. Your other thing you get is, well, first of all, you can actually hang off of certain objects, kind of like in Ninja Gaiden 3. And you also get this grappling hook to pick you up places. That's about all Ryu has. It's a very stripped down toolset compared to his NES incarnation. But that's fine, since, you know, he's on the Game Boy. You expect things to be stripped down. What matters is the game still fun? And yeah, you immediately just get a really good first impression off this game. Okay, you know what this is reminding me of? All the robots here wandering around this construction equipment. This is reminding me of the ending of the film, what's it called? The one with Tom Selleck. Man, what was that movie called? Runaway? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Runaway? It's the one where he's like fighting robots and stuff, and also, what's his name? I forget. That movie's great. I love that movie. So here we have our first boss. Oh, gonna start running the other direction. Yeah, it's like if Runaway had ninjas, right? Man, somebody should have pitched that cannon. Robots versus Ninja would have made money. Back. I don't have any sort of quick dodge to get out of the way of that. Woo, barely made. Nice. Runaway Gene Simmons, yes! Everybody's favorite Gizmo. Yeah. Are you playing the original game of Shadow of the Ninja? We'll play Shadow of the Ninja later if I have time. Right now we're playing Ninja Gaiden Shadow. I would like to show off Shadow of the Ninja for a bit though. That game's great. Alright, so that's stage 1. No cutscenes in this, because again, this isn't actually a Ninja Gaiden game. But I think that's fine. You do get those really cool graphics of you defeating the boss, which I like. And well, none of the music here is like the recognizable NES trilogy music, at least here, so far. You can even get like the staging for the one. There's been something you guys do. But the original compositions in this are all really good. I need to use those Nimbos a little more. Oh, you're bad? No worries. This is how your brain works. Mechs, Kamen Rider Sentai. I have heard about the new Kamen Rider. I need to watch that trailer, but I love the way the new suit looks. Alright, I got some health back. That's I should dodge that. That's good. Oh, I see what they want me to do. They want me to go forward and then double back. I was trapped. I did not mean to use my Ninpo there, but it's fine because there's another one up here. Now, there we go. Oh, an extra life. How nice. It's an homage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that trailer. It looks great. I do really like Kamen Rider. It's been a while since I've watched like a new Kamen Rider show, and I really should because I loved Kamen Rider as a teenager. I got introduced to the series by Kamen Rider Gaiden, actually, the one that's like the Sengoku inspired one with the Fruit Samurai, which I know sounds really lame and silly, but it's a genuinely good show. They do have a limited amount of, like a very limited amount of health in this game compared to the DS games. So you have to be a little careful. That's really satisfying to pull off. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Those explosion sound effects are so good. Stop there. That seems like a good time to use that, considering I have so many of them. It made it easy. That is extra health. I want that. There we go. Oh, we got an extra info. I bet you the boss is here. Your main understanding is mainly money from Power Rangers and no Kamen Rider until I got to Japan. Yeah, well, it was going on. Nice seeing a lot of good stuff from Sentai in general. Man, I do really love, like, tokusatsu in general. Tokusatsu makes me very happy. Okay, we got 2... Alright, so what are we doing here? Hey, it's just the Frankenstein boss fight from, Castlevania. Oh, he makes me slow. I see. Okay. I got it. Whoa. Whoa. That's a very interesting boss. Oh, barely cleared that. Oh. This is a cool boss. we go. The next boss down. Nice. Dude, we got a cool graphic of me defeating the boss at the end. Hell yeah. Nice. Stage 3. Hey guys, check out this. Now it's Ninja Gaiden, right? Oh, that's tricky. Oh, I love that. Oh, man, almost made that. These are some excellently designed stages. These are awesome. Like, the game's not, like, particularly difficult so far, but the stage designs themselves are great. Hello? Yes, I was gonna get something in a bit. I just wanted to play the stage. Still be a few minutes. These stages aren't really hard. Yep, that's fine. I will get some food. Alright, I believe that's the halfway point of the stage. Just keep going. This is like a prison or something. Look at the background there. Oh, no! Ah. That's just the Mega Man death sound there. Baby. Factory prison? Yeah. It can happen. Okay, now the game's actually giving you some challenge. Not bad. It was a bit too slow for my liking there. I'm kind of a speed freak when it comes to these games. You think you're a speed freak? Once when I played it. You know we're related, right? Oh. Man, this is cool. I can't wait to see what stage they use this in Ragebound, because they did already show in a trailer. This music's in Ragebound. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's used. This is a very Bionic Commando looking level, which, by the way, there's a Game Boy version of Bionic Commando that's fucking awesome. And a Game Boy Color sequel that's not bad either. You might have to explore those on here sometime, although before I do that, I'd really like... Oh, fuck. This is nuts. Oh, fuck. I must go now. My home planet. Yeah, Unbreakable Determination. Sorry, yeah. It's also known as Basilisk Run. That's two names. Probably the most iconic Ninja Gaiden song. Honestly. Like, to a lot of people, this is the Ninja Gaiden theme, you know? Like, you think Ninja Gaiden and you think this theme, you know? Need to stop walking. Oh, that's evil! That's evil! These stages are great, man!
サッキングなんてことはもってのほかです。
Natsume told you to get good. I am gonna have to. I need to check and see what my neighbors are expecting me to do shore-wise for their house. Do that. Oh, man, how are you supposed to get the one up and do that? You're not. I'm sure you can. Like, you stop briefly when you use your sword, that's the thing. Or when you maybe... I don't know about that. The one-up is a trick. I bet you I can get it. Oh, man. I want to see somebody get that. I'm sure there's a way to get that. Exactly. Now I'm gonna use that there. I think it might have something to do with using that nimbo at the right time. Woo! Guessed right, you have to use that nimbo. Oh! Hey, this is a boss. I recognize that boss. That boss is from Shatterhand. What? He also has kind of a Bionic Commando vibe to him. I'm gonna die. Ooh, that's a... Ninja Shaggy, Shags and Half Shell, Shaggy Power, Draken, welcome in. Going pretty well. This is not a very hard game. We might be about to get our first game over here. grappling hook while you're on the ground. Well, in the air is what I was trying to say. You can only use it on the ground is what I was trying to say. Yeah, as soon as you see him brandish that gun to go for the firing, you gotta be moving. Nope. That's our first game over. The graphics in a lot of games were so good. Limitations really. Yeah, no, I love the Game Boy. Game over. Well, we have a continue screen, but first, I should go get myself some dinner, and then we'll be right back. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be back to continue this, maybe play some more stuff, depending on how long this takes me to finish. There we go. They got Tomonobu Itagaki at Konami. Man, I don't think anybody's gonna hire Tomonobu Itagaki. Just... that guy's track record. I know he's responsible for, like, Tecmo's kick-ass phase with all the good DOAs and Ninja Gaiden, but there's a reason he got kicked out of the company. I know he says he left, but Tecmo says they fired him. Also, he clearly doesn't have the plot anymore because he tried to make Devil's Third for Nintendo, and that crashed and burned. Harder than I think anything else I've ever seen. Anyway, we're back. Let us continue with the Ninja Gaiden. Alright, starting stage 3 from scratch again, but we'll see how far this takes us. Yeah, that last run could have done better, but, getting the idea. Chunk done. That could have gone better. not supposed to touch me yet. No touch. Oh. That was close. How many more hits is this guy gonna take? Hey, there we go. Hey, David, welcome in. We just killed another boss. Stage 3 of Ninja Gaiden Shadow for the Game Boy. Nice. All right. On to stage 4. Let's see what we're doing up. Let's see what we're doing next. Oh wow, that sounds so much like a Shadow the Ninja track. I think this actually is a Shadow of the Ninja track, actually. Which makes sense, since this was originally supposed to be a Shadow of the Ninja game. Okay, I think I see the quick way to kill them. I need to make sure to jump over that shuriken they throw first. Flash them on the way through. That's interesting. Never knew this game existed. Oh yeah, you weren't here at the start when I was explaining this. So this is an interesting case. You might have noticed in the description I have this titled the Ninja Gaiden that's not actually Ninja Gaiden. I explained this at the start of the stream when I started the game up, but this is actually not a Ninja Gaiden game. Or at least it wasn't developed as one. It was originally being developed for the Game Boy as a port/sequel of Shadow of the Ninja for the NES. This is developed by Natsume. At some point in the process of making this, though, Natsume was approached by Tecmo. Ooh, well, that's different. Huh. Okay. Oh. Okay, this is new. The game's trying to give me a seizure every time it goes to platform. Interesting. That was an interesting gimmick. But yeah, this was being developed as a portable adaptation/sequel of Shadow of the Ninja for the NES. I don't know where Tecmo approached them to make it a Ninja Gaiden game, but honestly, the conversion seems like it went pretty smoothly, because if I didn't tell you this wasn't a Ninja Gaiden game, I think most people would just assume it was I think most people just assume that, yeah, it's just a stripped-down version of Ninja Gaiden for the Game Boy, and that's why it feels a little weird, you know? I think that would be the natural assumption. But no, it's because it was supposed to be a different game. But Shadow of the Ninja is already similar enough to Ninja Gaiden that the switch over seems like it was, whoa, okay, we're doing this now. Okay then. That's new. Alright then. Alright, we're starting over stage 4. That was interesting though. Couldn't quite reach farther. I will say, compared to the other Ninja Gaiden games I've played, and that's a lot of them, it's certainly on the easier side of Ninja Gaiden. It's definitely not as hardcore as any of the NES trilogy. This is a much more approachable game, I would say. I wasn't expecting that to come from the bottom this time. I think it's natural that it would have a little bit of mercy on it, just because it's a portable Game Boy game, you know? Not that I haven't played some crazy punishing Game Boy games. The first Game Boy Mega Man actually comes to mind. That game was brutally difficult. I don't know if I'd say it's as hard as the NES version of Mega Man 1, but it's got some difficulty to it. Mega Man 1 on Game Boy has a tendency to bite you. Damn it. Definitely has an interesting gimmick. We Castlevania 1 last year, several decades. I have beaten Ninja Gaiden 1. I have not done 2 or 3 yet, although we're going to be getting to, whoops, I did not mean to use that. We're going to be getting the Ninja Gaiden 2 on Wednesday, if everything goes to plan. I will be playing through Ninja Gaiden 2. I don't don't know about after that, purely because I need to discuss some stuff with my neighbors. They're leaving on vacation again soon, and I need to know what to expect for what I'm going to be taking care of over there. Once I know that for sure, I can plan out this and see if we can get a few more streams of this in, or if I have to call an early end to NINJULYDEN, as much as I would rather not. That part's going to take some tries. Damn it. I have also beat Castlevania 1, but I've beaten... Man, I think I've beaten almost every 2D Castlevania at this point. I've done Castlevania 1, 2, 3, 4. I did Bloodlines on Sega Genesis. I have done both Rondo Blood and Dracula X. I did Haunted Castle on here, actually, which... I also did, what is it? I'm forgetting, I did the Haunted Castle remake as well. What else was there? Not even my name was at me. Have I beaten Kid Dracula? That is actually one I have not finished. Oh man, I do have to do Kid Dracula for Castle Denver one of these years. I don't know if it'll be this year or not, because I already know a good chunk of what I'd like to do this year. I'm absolutely doing Castlevania 64 again, because I still have to play the game through as Carrie, because I only did Reinhardt so far. Although Reinhardt is a great way to play the game, because Reinhardt's awesome. I fucking love Castlevania 64. I did not expect to love that game as much as I do when I played it for the first time. I thought that game was going to be utter garbage and that I was going to hate it. And instead, it became one of my favorites. But yeah, we're going to do Ninja Gaiden. Not Ninja Gaiden. We're going to be doing Castlevania 64 again. I also really want to do Aria of Sorrow this year. Because Aria of Sorrow is good, and quite frankly, I need to play a good Metroidvania. Because, man, I know Circle of the Moon got its fans. I don't think it's a bad game. But the RNG on some parts of that game really killed my enjoyment of it. I still haven't finished it. So, yeah, Aria of Sorrow is something I really want to do. What else is there? I'm thinking, yeah, Bloodstained. That was the other thing I'm thinking of. I really would love to do at least Bloodstained 1 this year. Castle Denver is one. That as well, go ahead. Because I keep teasing doing Bloodstained. I've teased it the last 3 years, and this year I really want to actually do Bloodstained. Curse of the Moon. I've never played Ritual of the Night. That one is still on my radar. I don't know when or if we'll stream that, but Curse of the Moon, we're doing that for sure. Beyond that, Castle Denver is kind of an open book. Do what I feel like doing. Why did you drop? Oh my gosh, it paralyzes you. That sucks. Oh, wow. This part's brutal. Okay, I need to not even... I need to not fuck with the power-ups. I just need to keep moving. Wow, okay, this part puts the sticks to you. X to you, I don't fucking know. Fuck, let go of me. Man, wow! This is the first actually difficult part of the game. This is actually kind of insane. That was really tough. Alright, what are we doing for a boss this time? What the hell is that? Alright, what do you do? Oh, I see now. Oh, okay. I get the idea here. Okay. Alright then. This is pretty crazy. Jump. I said I'd get it. I didn't say I'm gonna do it properly. I'm gonna have to redo the other stage again. Alright! I wasn't sure we'd make it through that one. Nice. That ruled. Man, the bosses in this are great. Honestly, the whole thing's great. The levels have been awesome, the boss has been great. This is just a fun game. Oh my gosh, Ninja 3 The Domination. That movie is insane. Alright, stage 5. Oh hey, this is actual Ninja Gaiden music again. Yeah, no worries, Sayla. At some point here, we're going to take a break for about 15 minutes to watch the video I made on YouTube. Because that's something I was planning to do today, because I wanted to show people the video I was working on. Although it is just up on YouTube, so y'all can go watch it anytime you want. Damn. There we go. Alright. That's not easy. Didn't jump far enough. Don't make it easy. slow-moving laser. Alright then. Wanna go on here? Ooh. What is this? I get it. That was evil. Wow, okay, this stage has gotten difficult. That's cool though. Okay. Trying again. Stage 5. Damn it. Go. Man, this game just feels good to play. I think that's the part that makes it so cool, is just how good this feels. Like, man. Alright, there we go. Okay, so just for some fun, I know, like, the white spot on his face there is supposed to be, like, his face poking out from after the mask. But is it just me, or is it cooler to imagine the white spot is actually, like, his, like that metal bandana he wears in the artwork? I think that would make it look cooler. To imagine the sprite looking like that instead. Alright, elevator segment. This is, I think, the last part of the stage, too, so... Oh, man. The stages here have just been so good, though. Like, these are just some really smartly designed stages. Plenty of challenge to them. Like, this alone right here is a diabolical challenge. Oh, man. I could use those Nimpos to clear them off the walls. That's an idea. Oh, I could use that one Nimpo I have now. What is this, Ninja Gaiden 3? Also did not mean to use my one fire Nimpo there. It could have been cleaner, but it's whatever. Ooh, that's climactic. Interesting. Whoa. We are getting effects. Interesting. How am I supposed to... What am I supposed to do there? You have to do the... You gotta do the elevator part. That is so Ninja Gaiden. Alright, we got 4 and a fire Nimpo. That'll help. This is... This is cool. And this guy definitely has a second phase, right? We'll find out, though. This feels like final boss territory, though, the way they present this. Then the main trick might just be don't get close to him while he's on the top of the screen. Yeah, see, like right there, that was a mistake. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not dodging out. Oh, okay then. This one's gonna take me a little bit. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, that was a pretty sick sequence. Alright, that's the first round done. Nice. I would end up taking a couple hits on that part. Alright. After the final elevator, let's see how this goes. Not fast enough. Ooh! That was super close. I'm not hanging on to these for the final phase. I don't know. Maybe I should though, because I can take this guy out without using them. Those are three hits on the final boss. Yeah, sure. Okay. Fuck! Yeah, he does. It's just... Oh, man. Whew. I'm not too bad about having to go back because the whole game hasn't been that difficult so far. And, honestly, it's not that long of a stage. Okay. Ah! Damn it. I mean, on that part is killer. Alright, here we go. Trying to find a chance to hit him during that is difficult. I pushed the jump button. Damn it. Hey, Zatara. Ugh. Okay. Why don't I just do it like this? Probably be simpler. Fuck. I'm gonna get nailed by that laser with no choice because didn't register that I took the controller out. Well, there goes that life. Welcome in, Zatara. That sucked. Alright. Here we go again. the elevator part. Let's keep going. Anyway, yes, Tara, you're here right at what I believe is the end of Ninja Gaiden Shadow for the original Game Boy. What we should do? This game has not been like super challenging most of the way through, but it's throwing a few fun like curves at me. This final stage in particular has had some pretty difficult parts, like what we're seeing right here. This is definitely the most difficult the game has been so far. There we go. Alright, we made it to the boss with full Ninpo. Let's see if we can get to that second form. And then I'll spam the Ninpos at him. Hopefully we can bring his health down. All we have to do that is score a few good hits on his second form. This first form isn't too difficult. Alright, here we go. Button and it didn't work. Why did you not jump, Ryu? Woo! Hey guys, I think we did it! Woo! One more level, one more phase. Gonna throw anything else at me, Ninja Gaiden Shadow? Let's see it. That looks like ending graphics to me. Or is it setting up for the next level? What is... Ooh, that looks awesome. That is some nice Game Boy pixel art. Look at that. Thank you, Zayla. Oh, that looks sick. That's not a skyscraper. That's a castle. I mean, I guess there's a skyscraper in the castle. You know, whatever. I mean, I think we've established this game has a bit of a confused identity. It started out as a Shadow of the Ninja sequel or port. I'm not sure which. And then it was turned into a Ninja Gaiden game with assistance from Tecmo. Probably because they felt like the Ninja Gaiden brand would sell better. They probably weren't wrong about that. Yeah, this one's awesome. This is a great game. It's a lot easier than any of the NES Ninja Gaiden games. I'd even say it's easier than what movie's the clip? That is from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. That is one of my favorite Elm Street characters, Kincaid, who yells that. Sadly, that scene is shortly before his untimely demise, but it's so good. He drops a car on top of Freddy Krueger and then goes, "Take that, motherfucker!" I love that part. Friday the 13th part... Not Friday, sorry. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 is actually one of my most rewatched in that series. I love Part 4. I think Part 3 is better, but Part 4 is just a fun, like, popcorn flick. I can throw that one on any day of the week and have fun with it. Bound by Dawn. Turtle recognizes Turtle. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Honestly, if you've never finished a Ninja Gaiden game and you'd like to at least finish one, this ain't a bad one to do. You could do much worse than this. Wait, how did I not include Afro Samurai stuff in any of that video I was making? That's a major oversight. I'm talking about all the stuff Ninja Scroll inspired in one part and I didn't put any Afro Samurai in there. The hell's wrong with me? Afro Samurai is super inspired by Ninja Scroll. Whatever. There is this Coon's Island and the one girl being killed by shoving the TV. That's part 3. Part 3 is the one in the asylum. Part 4 is what happens after that. And what on earth is... Oh, it's the head. Okay, it's the head of the demon. Alright. It's okay. So yeah, that's a cool one. This game's pretty cool. Pretty tight. Definitely on the easier side of Ninja Gaiden. If you can beat any of the NES games, this one will be no problem for you. Alright, so before anything